everybody, happy Thursday to you. Mark again here, WeatherMan Plus. Now I'm going to give you the updates on what this upcoming system could potentially do. Okay, it looks like we do have a potential for a double-sided monster storm to come. That means a big system coming up to the north. Also, the severe weather in the south, which has been upgraded this morning. Now, I'm going to update you on the information that we know for sure this morning. Also, what could be coming in the near future. So make sure you subscribe. I have been here for a number of years, helping as much as I can. All I ask is share this information to others, trying to help another know what's going on. Every time you hit that like button, you're helping hundreds of people. But when you share this video, you are literally helping thousands of people be alerted to what could be coming their way. Now, we actually have 3 storms that is moving through, and this could end in a big bang. So we have the first storm coming through today. It is bringing snowfall and freezing rain. Not a whole bunch of snow, but it is bringing snow and freezing rain. While this second storm starts crashing into the west coast, that will come across the upper Midwest as well in the Great Lakes, bringing some more potential snowfall. Then we're going to have a break. Then this big storm is moving in, and it is bringing severe weather with it. Now you can see this on your 500 millibar vorticity. We have a strong system moving through, and it will affect the Great Lakes, the upper Midwest, while we get that second system coming to the Great Lakes and upper Midwest as well. And that will add more snowfall, not a whole bunch more. Then we have a little break. Then we have this big system come rolling on through, and it has been showing more and more strength as we get closer to it and bringing severe weather in the south, and could potentially end up with a nor'easter at the end of it. Still a little too far to be sure how far that is going to play out, but I will update you on what we know so far. So for today from National Weather Service, you have snow in this white, heavy snow in higher elevations on the west coast, with a lot of thunderstorms and rain going all down the west coast. It is going to help out with your drought, while you're getting storms in dotted green, rain in the green. But now a big area of potential freezing rain as we get this dry pocket, this big heat that's going to come across. But then we have that cold front coming through, and it's going to bring very cold temperatures all the way down to the deep south after that, while we get this next system set up. Now for tomorrow, when this moves across to the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes is still going to be in a big warm up. It really is going to be a sloppy system for the first couple of storms, and you have chances for freezing rain again with mixed precipitation. You could see some wet snow, some snow. It could go back and forth, while you're getting some thunderstorms in a dotted green and heavy snow still on the west coast. But as you go into Friday evening, it's going to switch over towards the northeast a little bit, where you have chances for freezing rain again and mixed precipitation in all this blue as well, with a lot of heavy snow coming to the west coast. And now this heavy snow in higher elevations, this is actually a good thing, because when all this ice pack melts later on, it is going to help out with the drought. It is going to help bring the water levels back up. So that's actually a good thing. Now for the first 6 to 10 days, you can see how you're well below average in temperatures. That's why y'all getting that big snowpack. Why are you going to be above average over here in this orange to red color? That's why you're getting a big dry pocket coming through, a lot of warm temperatures, and it is a big battle. That's why you get all that freezing rain and a little bit of snow, maybe 3 to 5 inches. But by around noontime today is when you're going to start seeing some of this freezing rain drop. Also some snow as well, because it's not going to be warm all the way up. It is going to be some cold temperatures in the upper Midwest. And this will carry through all evening long, get across Iowa, get across southern Minnesota as you go late night tonight into the early morning hours. Still dropping snowfall and freezing rain and storms right below that. Then it will move into Wisconsin with some rain, freezing rain, wet snow, and some snowfall that's coming through for Friday morning through Friday afternoon. And then that second system is going to bring snow across the northern half of the upper Midwest, just adding a little bit more of snowfall. So this is what National Weather Service has out all the way until 6 p.m. on Saturday. You're still getting some heavy precipitation for eastern Oklahoma, northern Arkansas, southern Missouri, and you're getting some heavy precipitation for Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois, and Minnesota. And some of this will be freezing rain, some of it snowfall. And you can see how it transitions to anywhere from 2 to 5 inches of snowfall expected by Saturday afternoon. Also, we'll have a glaze of freezing rain coming out of this transition. It is going to be a big dry pocket of very warm temperatures coming through, where you're not going to be getting a lot of snowfall coming. It will be a transition as it comes across. So you got to watch out for the freezing rain. Now, National Weather Service has put out winter weather advisories for Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, and Wisconsin for this first storm that's coming through. And of course, the West Coast with all that heavy snowpack y'all about to get in the higher elevations. So I'm going to go through the official information from National Weather Service so you can know what to expect. And for Nebraska, this is your snowfall forecast. You can see who's getting 2 to 3 inches of snowfall, and everybody else here is getting less than an inch. Also, your ice accumulation. You will get a little glaze of ice in this yellow, but right here in this orange, you have a chance to get up to a 1/4 inch of ice coming out of this system. Also for South Dakota, you can see the snowfall rates. You get anywhere from 2 to 4 inches. You can see the pocket of snowfall that is coming down with the potential for the ice. You can see everybody is getting a glaze, but you can see where the heaviness of the ice accumulations will be. So there will be a lot of ice coming out of this system. Now the timeline for South Dakota, mixing of freezing drizzle and snow late this afternoon, changing to all snow by 7 p.m. Then the snow will end by 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. Mix of freezing drizzle and snow will come through the night. Also, Iowa, here's your rates right here. You have your snowfall over here on the left. You have chances for 2 to 4, 2 to 5 inches of snowfall. And as you go further to the south, it's going to be less because you're fighting those temperatures. But you also have that ice that you need to watch out for. Chance for freezing rain and ice to build up, especially over in this orange section. That's your heaviest spot for ice to build up. So northern Iowa, be aware, you have a lot of freezing rain, chances for ice to add up, as well as heavy snowfall coming. As well as Minnesota, you have snow from 6 p.m. Thursday through 9 a.m. on Friday, but you can see the percentages of your chances of getting snowfall of at least 2 inches of more. And here's your chart right here on the left. But total snowfall accumulations will be between 1 and 5 inches. That's expected across southern Minnesota, with the higher amounts being near I-90. And Wisconsin as well. You can see how it's not going too deep into Wisconsin, but here's your chances for at least 2 inches of snowfall. But you can see everybody else that's getting a heavier amount of snowfall, more than pretty much what Wisconsin is going to get. And the ice is not carrying too far into Wisconsin. It will be a southern Minnesota and Iowa, a northern Illinois issue, as well as Nebraska. So just be aware. But the peak impacts will be overnight. It'll be Thursday night through Friday morning, and the peak impacts will be midnight to 9 a.m. Now you can see the freezing rain totals that will add up by Saturday morning, but when that second system comes through, it's still going to be above average temperatures, and it could add up to some more freezing rain for South Dakota, Minnesota. A big pocket of a good glaze of ice potentially falling on the ground. Then as that next system comes through, it could bring even more freezing rain and go through the northeast, bring them a big pocket of freezing rain as well. And so far, the full track of this system could bring a lot of freezing rain towards the northeast, as well as some more add up for the upper Midwest. All this pink right here is heavy amounts of potential freezing rain coming. Northern Iowa, southern Minnesota, also for the northeast. It could add up for West Virginia, a lot going through Pennsylvania, New Jersey, also for New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Long Island. It's going to be a big transition, especially for the Northeast. And you can see by Friday, other than the freezing rain, that you do have snowfall that could add up. Could be major snowfall for northern Iowa, southern Minnesota, southern Wisconsin, and northern Illinois. A big hot patch right here of snowfall that will be coming down. And then when that second system comes through tomorrow, it could bring even more snowfall to the upper Midwest. Could even add up to even heavier snowfall where you already have heavy snowfall. Then as it goes towards the northeast, bringing that potential freezing rain, bring potential snowfall as well. A little too far to be sure of these impacts. I will keep you updated. We literally have to take this a few days at a time because this changes so much. It's unbelievable. And then as we get that severe weather coming through for next week in the south, it will be a double-sided monster of a system because the north side is starting to show that it could be heavy snowfall coming. Now, I showed you this the other day. It'd probably be Dakotas, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa, and that's probably about it. And that looks like that's about as far as it's going. It's been changed so much, I really didn't want to scream monster storm over and over because it was changing so much. Then as we look at our 8 to 14 day temperature probability outlook, that's when we're getting this very cold Arctic air coming through behind this system, and you're well below average temperatures up here in the northwest, but you can see how it's dragging all the way down to the deep south and the south central, well below average temperatures. And that is believable because by Saturday morning, this cold front is going to come all the way down, put everybody in some very cold temperatures. So starting with the West Coast, it is going to bring 20s and teen temperatures all the way down, even negative temperatures and all this green. And with your wind chills is going to be big widespread of negative temperatures. It's really going to be a cold blast that is coming through. Also for the upper Midwest and the central U.S., teen temperatures coming all the way down towards Missouri, towards Nebraska by the time you come into Saturday morning. And it is bringing a lot of wind chills with it. The northern half of the upper Midwest is going to be in negative 15 degrees, at least negative 10 degree wind chills coming with this system behind it. Now with your wind chills, it's going to feel like single digits for the upper Midwest all the way down to Ohio Valley. Even the south going to feel like you're in 20 degree temperatures, teen temperatures for northern Texas, while everybody's in these negative temperatures. You see how you have teen temperatures going all the way to the intercoastal northeast, while everybody else is in the 20s, all the way down to the deep south. But these cold wind chills are going to carry all the way to the intercoastal northeast, feeling like single-digit temperatures. It is going to be a very cold spill coming behind this severe weather, this big storm that's coming. It is going to be a nasty week. Now, at first, this storm was too far away to try and show you anything because you can see how often the model has changed on who's getting this major snowfall as this week came into fruition. And the latest one shows that it will be Dakotas and northern Minnesota, even eastern Montana getting in on this. This is where the hot spot is for the heaviest of the snowfall so far. But you can see the latest update and see how concerning this is starting to look. So as you go through Monday, you see the system starts raising way up with these temperatures. Also, all this rainfall, as rainfall is in the blue. So you have rainfall in the blue, you have wet snow in the green, and snowfall in the white. And as you go through Monday evening, this raises way up to the Dakotas and Minnesota all the way into Tuesday, bringing a lot of rainfall. You have a big warm pocket right here. That's why you have freezing rain and rain coming. But look at all this snowfall that's fallen for the Dakotas, Montana, Wyoming, even some of Colorado. Then as you go through Tuesday evening, it's going to transition a little more towards the Great Lakes. But everybody is still getting a lot of rainfall, and all this heavy snowfall is going to be way northern. Then once you go into Wednesday, this is where it moves over a little bit, and you still have that big dry pocket. You see that big dry pocket that's stopping this snowfall from being this big major blast all across northern tier. It will be a certain area that's going to see the worst of it. It probably could even be historic with all the impacts. A lot of blizzard conditions is possible. Then as you transition into Thursday, it goes towards the northeast, bringing a lot of rainfall and snowfall. To have a proper nor'easter, you got to have it right here below Long Island, right in the middle of New Jersey. If your surface low is right here, then everybody be getting a proper snowfall. But you see how it just moves a little more northern. It don't move into that sweet spot. It's too far to the north, bringing everybody warmer temperatures, bringing you rainfall while you're getting snow and wet snow across the intercoastal northeast. Also bringing rain and wet snow all across the Ohio Valley as you go into Thursday and Friday. So this is going to be a nasty storm as it goes towards the northeast. It's just a little too far to the north to be a proper nor'easter. If it was a little further to the south, it would be a big storm for the northeast as well. But even a few days out will change. So I will keep you updated. So far, it's looking like a very sloppy system. But it is going to bring some storms. So you can see as you go through Monday, as that goes up on that higher ridge, bringing thunderstorms and snowfall in the south as you go through Monday evening into Tuesday. This is going to be an overnight threat for the deep south for the severe weather. While that storm is still bringing snowfall, heavy rates of precipitation, rainfall, you are getting all these storms all across the south. Now, what I can see as far as any chances for tornadoes is northern Louisiana southern Arkansas, and maybe get into northern Mississippi as you go through Tuesday. That's where your biggest chance with your shear is to get any kind of spin-ups. I know there's been a lot of talk about a tornado outbreak, but from what I can see, even this enhanced section is right in the area that I see the chances for tornadoes. But you see how it does bring storms all the way to the south and the southeast. Why you got this big dry pocket coming across the upper Midwest, even though you have your 540 freezing line, you have a dry pocket where you're not going to have precipitation coming in that freezing line, and the snowfall will be over here around the outside of the system, not around the center. And as you go through Thursday, you have another chance for a big hot pocket of freezing rain coming towards Pennsylvania and New York. And you can see also the storm does build up a surface low, but it gets a little too far to the west and north. You're not in your sweet spot. Literally too far north, guys. You need this surface low right around here to pull this precipitation into these cold temperatures for everybody to get a snowfall. It will be freezing rain, maybe some storms along the coast, but everybody else that's going to get snow will be intercoastal and not on the coast of this storm. So let's go through the severe weather aspect real quick. It will need to be updated, but there is a lot of concern now. National Weather Service has upgraded to an enhanced section days away. So we definitely need to keep our eyes open to this. So as you go through Monday, you have a 15% right here for Oklahoma and Texas. This includes Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Arlington, Texas. Then as it transitions over towards the south the next day, as you go through Tuesday into Wednesday, now you have an enhanced section right where I see a chance for tornadoes to pop up. Northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, and maybe get into Mississippi, northern Mississippi after that. But so far, their enhanced section is Shreveport, Louisiana, Bossier City, Louisiana, Pine Bluff, Arkansas, Monroe, Louisiana, and Alexandria, Louisiana. This is for Tuesday night, guys. This is Monday night going into Tuesday. Then Tuesday afternoon going into Wednesday, it will transition a little bit more. But you do have a 15% also for Dallas, Texas, Memphis, Tennessee, Plano, Texas, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and Garland, Texas during this transition. I will keep you updated. It's still too far to know what is going to happen until we get some higher resolution rapid refresh. But right now, I can see it is looking like northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas. So when you go to investigate a little bit more, when you look at your cape, when you look at your lift, you can see as you go through Monday, you get some strong lift going all the way up towards Kansas, even Nebraska. That's why y'all have a lot of thunderstorms when y'all have that big dry pocket of not getting much at all. It will be some storms passing through, but it does gain strength as you go Monday night. Then it goes into Tuesday. When it goes into Tuesday from northern Texas, eastern Oklahoma, it goes towards northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas by Tuesday evening. And then as you go into the afternoon, it transitions a little bit more into Mississippi. Not a lot of strong signals, showing a lot of chances for severe weather like a tornado outbreak. I know that's been pushed a lot. Enhanced section does not mean a tornado outbreak, guys. Just remember that. It just means strong, severe weather coming. But you do see where you go into Tuesday that it does have strong convection for Texas, Louisiana, and southern Arkansas. Then it transitions over towards Mississippi. Not super strong, but there is a lot of lift in the atmosphere. And the dew points do stay pretty strong. They're high 60 dew points all the way from Tuesday morning all the way till Tuesday evening, going all the way to northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, even Texas and Mississippi getting in on these strong dew points, bringing a lot of thunderstorms to y'all. But as it goes into Tuesday evening into Wednesday morning, you can see it transitions over towards northern Mississippi as well. So it could be another chance after the enhanced section for this severe weather to go towards the southeast a little bit more. You do have strong dew points, but I'm not showing a lot of shear after you get through Tuesday. Because if you notice, when you look at your winds at the lower level, 850 millibars, I'm not going to show you the 500 millibars because if those winds don't reach all the way down, it don't mean nothing on how strong they are. You need to watch the 850 millibars and the ground winds. And you can see that it does build up some strong winds as you go from Monday afternoon as you get in this snowstorm coming through. So there is chances for blizzard conditions as you go through South Dakota, maybe even possible for Iowa and Minnesota as that snowstorm comes through. And you can see how it gains strength as you go through Tuesday afternoon from Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois, even Missouri and Arkansas getting in on this. But as you go through Monday and Tuesday on those storms coming through, these winds start to pick up for northern Louisiana for Tuesday afternoon, and it does transition to southern Arkansas and also for northern Mississippi as we go through the Wednesday. Now that's where you have the strong dew points. After that, your dew points carry far to the south. That means the rest of this is going to be a damage and wind event. It's not going to be a tornado outbreak going far north because you've got to have dew points in the atmosphere to keep everything rolling. You have to have a lot of relative humidity to keep chances for these tornadoes. But it does show there's a good chance for damage and winds coming through for Wednesday all the way to Wednesday morning, all the way from Michigan, maybe even Tennessee and Kentucky, seeing some strong winds coming out of that. And if it still goes towards the northeast and becomes that nor'easter, you can see it does have chances for high winds as you go through Pennsylvania, also as it goes through the rest of the New England states, Long Island, Connecticut, eastern New York, also from Massachusetts, Vermont, and New Hampshire, going into Maine with some strong wind potential. And so far on the wind gusts, we can see that it does bring a lot of strong winds towards northern Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, even western Michigan as we get this transition of this storm coming through. So there's a chance for blizzard conditions in all of this orange as you get in this snowfall. And you can see right here for the south, it does weaken down, but you get a lot of high 40s coming with this next system, and it could burst into maybe some 50s for Tennessee, Kentucky Valley. Then as it goes towards the northeast, chances for 50, almost 60 miles per hour wind gusts for western New York and along the coast of the northeast as that moves away. Now, if you've never been here before, I usually promote other companies' products, but instead of getting money off of it, I get the products instead, and I give them out to my viewers. That's the best thing I think you can do, is share what you do gain and help out other people as much as you can. So I do have 2 more generators I'm going to be giving away. I wanted to do it in today's video, but I'm waiting for my second generator. It didn't show up yet. It's supposed to show up today. So if people seem interested in the video and y'all need an update, I'll do an update this afternoon, and I'll go ahead and do the generator giveaway this afternoon. That way people can get these as soon as possible. And I also have another giveaway coming, a weather station, a nice weather station. I'm going to tell you more about that product as we go into Sunday. Psalm 67. God, be merciful unto us, and bless us, and cause his face to shine upon us, Selah. That thy way may be known upon earth, thy saving health among all nations. Let the people praise thee, O God. Let all the people praise thee. O let the nations be glad and sing for joy, for thou shalt judge the people righteously, and govern the nations upon earth. Selah. Let the people praise thee, O God. Let all the people praise thee. Then shall the earth yield her increase, and God, even our own God, shall bless us. God shall bless us, and all the ends of the earth shall fear him. Amen. But most of all glory goes to Yahweh, our Father in heaven, our God. And I pray he keeps you all safe during these times. Be safe. God bless you all. And prepare in any best way you can for what's coming. Just take it calm. Take it slow. We don't want any mistakes. That's why I don't do hype on my channel, because hype brings anxiety, brings mistakes. Let's keep this as safe as possible as we go through this storm, guys. Thank you again for visiting my channel. Have a very great day today. And remember, give thanks to God for everything, just for waking up. Thank you, Father, for just another chance of redeeming myself. Amen. Hallelujah. Have a great day, everybody.